when my wife and I sat through a timeshare presentation a few years ago. And though we'd heard stories about people being misled, the person, the sales representative, seemed very sincere, very honest. And the thing that really sold us on signing up for the timeshare was the fact that they were offering us an extra week, a builder's week, that we could rent out to somebody else and receive enough money that would pay our maintenance fees and also over time repay us for the investment that we were making. So it sounded like a very reasonable thing for us to get a vacation package as well as be able to recover the cost. After making the purchase, we discovered that what we had been told was not true. We'd been led to believe that the timeshare company was going to help us find somebody to rent the space and take that week, but they had no intentions of doing that. And also we found out that there were a lot of fees attached to renting it to somebody else, so that the amount that we would receive in the end was going to be very little. We used our timeshare a few times, a number of times, before we realized that this was really not going to work out for us long term. The maintenance fees that we're paying kept going up every year. And so we let the timeshare company know that we wanted to get out. And they said, oh, they'd be glad to work with us on that. But in order to make our investment attractive to buy back, if we would just spend a little more money, or quite a little more money, we would have an attractive ownership that could be bought back by the company. And even though we'd known they lied to us before, we accepted this at face value, so we made the additional purchase. But we soon found out that they had lied to us again. There was absolutely no way that the company was going to buy back our timeshare. So in desperation, we paid a bunch of money to a company that guaranteed that they would get us out of our timeshare. When we didn't hear anything from them, we began to try to contact them, and eventually we found out that this company had gone bankrupt, kept our money, and of course, we still had the timeshare. In the meantime, our maintenance fees kept going up, and of course there were other fees like the cleaning fees and the exchange fees and the RCI fees. And in the process, we were getting older and we couldn't travel like we used to. And our children definitely did not want to get involved in ownership in this timeshare. So it really appeared that we were trapped. And so we finally heard about Wesley Financial Group. We checked out their references and it sounded like they were a reputable company. And so we decided to sign up with them. We're glad that we did, because they took us step by step through each of the processes to tell us who to contact, what to say, what kind of a response to expect. And it took us about 8 months from the time we signed up until we finally got the paperwork saying that we were done with the timeshare. And so we're very glad to be out from under this responsibility, to not have the maintenance fees anymore. We're very glad that we signed up with Wesley Financial Group, and we would highly recommend them as a company to anybody else who's in the same situation that we're in.